So I have the bullets for the wheel studs, and what ended up, so talking with Mike at Michael's Truck Works, he was having an issue with supply chain on the wheel studs, and he said he had gotten two different lengths of wheel studs, and with how his machine was calibrated or set up, he thought he had it solved, and he was afraid that one or two sets got sent out that were machined correctly, but not to full spec of the oddball wheel stud. So I think I got one of the odd sets, because there's about 1/8 of an inch to where they need to screw on. So I talked to him, the end of last week or the end of last week. So he has another set. We're going to do a switcheroo, and hopefully that'll solve the problem there. So minor details now. I think it was Finnegan's Garage. It might have been Roadkill, but I feel like it was Finnegan's Garage episode. But Finnegan's Garage got a set of wheels from Michael's Truck Works for the Roadkill ramp truck, and he got weighted center caps with his logo, FSM, and they're weighted, so they're like spinners. Freaking awesome. But regardless, it's a badass wheel. It's a badass wheel. So there you go. You guys can look at yourself. You know you're doing something right when the Ford guys say, damn, that's a sexy truck. But anymore, I like to give credit where credit is due, regardless what you're rocking. Now, granted, I am not a Ford guy. I am diehard Chevy, and I like my Dodges too. However, as I've grown older and wiser, maybe, don't say nothing on that. Just leave that one out there. My taste has changed drastically, and I definitely will give credit on builds, because rather than hating on something just because of an emblem or a logo, it takes a lot of time, effort, and money to invest in your vehicle, and that's why we like vehicles so much, right? It gives the ability to customize and personalize to your tastes and your likings. So for that, I will pay respect to anybody. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. Someone asked me if I drove it. I did drive it, sort of. More or less coasted it around the block. My brake pedal is really squishy. But the truck rode smooth. Last bolt, everybody. Fire this pig up and see what she does. So right now we're kind of at like, I think the back is, we're we're kind of like at mid ride height. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down. So that is aired all the way out. Now we're going to I'll bring the front up and then the back, and in this you'll hear the compressors kick. Whoops, I did the back, sorry. I'm looking at the remote the wrong way. I'm going to let the compressors shut off and then I'll bring the front up. This has all kind of cool features, rise on start, all kind of safeties built in. So I'm going to hit this button, we'll see if the whole truck goes down. That one did it. So the rear of the truck moves a lot slower because of the leaf springs. Unless that was a preset. So I'm not exactly sure what button I pushed. I still haven't worked through all the presets and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a preset. So there's two, I guess, automatic presets because I'm watching, because this has height sensors in it. There's maybe like 3/8 of an inch. So in order to make these clears, so I don't necessarily know who was in the live stream or in the videos of me putting the rear in. Some of you may remember I got a ratchet strap and we were talking about centering the rear up. And there was talk about, well, that's what the center pins are for and stuff like that. Well, there's still movement in that rear left to right. So I put that ratchet strap on to pull it over when I was torquing everything down. But just to play it safe, if you look, I took out a little bit of the fiberglass. These are fiberglass. So I trimmed the inner lip. It needed to be done anyway. Give me a little added clearance. There's the clearance for the front. But for the front, I have the upper control arms pulled all the way in. And another thing that you're looking at here is I didn't do this. So here's the inner lip here. The previous owner, not even the owner of the truck now, so the previous owner did the drop and put the 16-inch wheels on. I'm guessing they probably did the baseball bat trick and put the baseball bat in to fender roll that a little bit. Yeah, it's a long truck, dude. You know the deal. All right, I'm gonna cycle it up in the rear. I'll cycle it up in the front, and then I'm gonna call it quits. Because the air system was full. So I have my compressors set at 175 PSI. I have one 5-gallon tank. Believe it or not, dual 2600 series bags drain that tank immediately. Again, everybody, I appreciate the likes, the comments, talking to all of you, the support through all the different platforms. That wraps it up for me. I've challenged my build today, tonight, this week, this month. I'm going to challenge you to get out there and challenge your builds. And until I see you in the next video or live stream, have a great night, great day, depending on where you're tuning in from. And have a great night. Thanks for watching.